NASA is warning, the head of NASA, one of their heads, is warning of an asteroid hitting this planet and potentially wiping us out like the dinosaurs.
NASA and FEMA are practicing what would happen if an asteroid hit Earth. The drill will be held at the Planetary Defense Conference in Maryland. Organizers say the events will help disaster management teams develop ways to communicate with each other should something like an impact happen.
Now, for those of you who think this is a Hollywood movie, it's not. This is an actual simulation that they're running right now. And they're working with people like Elon Musk, who I've questioned for some time now. How is it our world's billionaires are so depressed? Right? They've got all the money in the world, they've got all the technology, but they're so pessimistic about planet Earth that they're spending all of their humankind resources to blast off of it. Okay, SpaceX with Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin, all of them want to get off the planet as soon as possible. And the question I've asked for many years now, and I think we've identified it here, is what do they know that we don't? What do they know that you don't, tuning in? So let's get to the story as they are preparing for an asteroid strike, and this has happened before. Again, it wiped out the dinosaurs completely, allegedly. I mean, this is the faulty science that they tell us. You know, they didn't know what caused it before. Now they say an asteroid impact hit the Yucatan Peninsula in and around Mexico and wiped out all life at that time. NASA, this is according to Fox News, by the way. This is not a conspiracy theory. It's a real-life simulation. By the way, simulations very oftentimes turn live. This is why it makes me sick to my stomach. It honestly makes me genuinely nervous because when you connect the dots as a dot connector, it makes sense. This is why Elon Musk and these guys are so depressed. This is why he was smoking a doobie on the Joe Rogan show and he was so depressed about artificial intelligence. And he's so depressed about what's going on here at planet Earth. It's also the ruse that they saw climate change when climate change isn't what we should be worrying about. We should be worrying about freaking asteroids hitting the planet. But here's the deal. All this is prophesied in the Holy Bible. It's in the book. So if it says it there, it means it's coming. And it means no man is going to stop this. No genius of Elon Musk working with the DOD, the State Department, and the Department of Defense is going to stop a giant rock blasting and hitting probably the ocean, as the Earth is covered by 2/3 water, or some kind of landmass here in the United States or abroad. World governments have been concerned for decades about a potential asteroid collision and the chaos that would ensue upon Earth. Now the information of what the different agencies will do about it is being shared with the public for the first time ever on social media. Though it's a drill, but just keep in mind these drills often turn live. September 11th was a drill, by the way, and it turned live. Many of these instances, these shootings that we see, these other types of events, drills, turn live. So they're running a drill right now. Okay, this should be mainstream news on every single television, every radio broadcast, and all over the internet, which is why I'm bringing you this story. Though the drill is run every 2 years by the asteroid scientists around the world, the European Space Agency has decided to share the event publicly so everyone can see what would happen and what actions might be taken to mitigate the damage. Quote, the first step in protecting our planet is knowing what's out there, says the ESA's head of planetary defense. Also, notate, just in recent weeks, Donald Trump created a brand new arm of the United States military called the U.S. Space Force to fight what? I can only guess this, an asteroid impact on planet Earth. Why else would they need to create it? Look, I've actually read the declassified documentation. I've read through hundreds and hundreds, thousands of pages on EMS, electromagnetic spectrum, or what they call, as another risk, an EMP. I know that it's our 4-star top generals here in the United States' primary worry is what goes on in space. And no, I don't believe we landed on the moon, because we've never been back. I think it was a bunch of propaganda. I don't think that NASA would live stream, and I know some of you probably disagree with me, they're not going to live stream an event that probably had a 99% failure rate to the American people. No way would they do that. And if we landed there, how come we haven't been back in 60 years? Why not? Because we never were there, and it's all a lie, and it's all a ruse, just like this is. And by the way, this is why they're building underground. I know people are going to think this is insane, but this is what Elon Musk is doing underground with boring. Yeah, they're probably creating new transportation systems, and I'm sure that's part of it, but they're building underground cities and bunkers. This is why the elite billionaires in Silicon Valley are buying billions of dollars worth of land overseas in places like New Zealand, where they think that they're going to be safe when the comet hits, or when a nuclear disaster hits, or when a catastrophe like this actually hits. It's not a conspiracy theory because I'm looking at their actions. Again, if Elon Musk was so optimistic, why would he be piling all of his money to blast off into outer space? Why is the Department of Defense and the U.S. federal government signing multi-million-dollar deals with these guys so that they can fight potential asteroid impacts?